Welcome back to Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist. This week, get ready for rain or sun or snow or whatever else happens in the sky. We are talking to some of the most beloved weather people on this television world.
Today's forecast calls for interesting advice, insightful opinions, and a whole lot of predictions.
We gather a bunch of your favorite weather people to sit there, talk, process, and get under what's above.
So sit back because the forecast is coming. Let's listen in.
Great. Maybe I should sit like this.
Yeah,
I feel like I should sit like this.
I mean, we're not used to sitting
No,
as weather
I'm a
people.
stander.
No.
I'm
No,
a
I'm a
stander for
stander.
sure.
I'm never mic'd sitting.
No.
It is really
No.
funny, but it's
no,
good
I'm
to
on
see
my
you guys.
feet all day
I'm
long.
a
It's
little
great to
bit
see
like,
you guys.
where's the green screen?
Exactly.
Exactly.
What am I
What
pointing
am I
to?
A little
What
bit
am I-
like,
Where
and
do I look? But it's nice to see you guys outside the box. I thought you all were 18 inches tall.
That is Rich.
Thanks.
Hi.
That
nice
is
to meet
Rich.
you.
Hey.
But we've known each other for a long
We know
time.
each
Oh,
other
we all know
for a
nice
long
to meet you,
time.
but nice
we've
to
seen
see
around
you.
these parts.
Sorry,
We've
I
been around
think
these
for me,
parts.
I just fall into because around town, I'm always saying nice to meet you because people always recognize us.
Oh,
you
me
know?
It's
too,
funny.
bud, me
It's
too.
everybody knows who you are, but you don't know who everybody
Exactly.
I
is.
learned this. My brother is a politician, and instead of saying "nice to meet you," he says "nice to see you." Because
Yes.
whether or not they've met you in the past, it's easy to say "nice to see you."
Good. I love
That's
to say
It's
good.
a
How
neutral.
are you? How
It's
are
a
you?
neutral
Yeah.
territory. Yeah.
That is genius, and I'm
Hi, how are ya?
stealing that. Like,
Uh-oh.
I'm stealing that like
I'm
a storm.
calling the cops. Oh, he's
That's
stealing
a
like
dirty
storm.
little secret we got. Don't be careful.
Hey, we should talk to. I mean, you guys probably know us from seeing us on
Yeah,
TV.
of
but-
course you do.
Of
I'll
course.
start. Good morning. My name is York Hale, and I am a weather guy. I'm a
Wow, you just called yourself the wrong thing immediately.
A weather
weather guy.
guy. I've never heard of a weather guy.
I call myself a weather guy. It's York Hale. Good morning.
Well, York is casual, of course.
Yes.
And welcome back to the show. It's me, Seattle Cloud, on the weather. Today's forecast is looking for an I'm happy to be here, and we can see that progress throughout the week. How stoked I am to talk to you guys.
That's funny. Good morning, Boston. My name is Albuquerque Drizzle, and I am so excited to be here with you. I can see a really nice weekend, a really nice day of recording, and we're going to be rolling right through into having a good time.
Good morning, Vietnam. Just kidding. I
Funny.
do a lot of the international weather, though. My name is Memphis, light to heavy rain. And I am so excited to be here to give you your 10-day forecast and talk to some of my other weathermen. Hey!
Now, Memphis, I gotta ask right off the gate, is that a stage name or were you born with that?
Would you believe it? I was born with it.
You were born with that name.
Let me tell you, because we grew up in the same town, and I know your mom, Deborah Light, too, and I know your father, Derek Heavy Rain.
Yes.
And they married each other.
It's not
a feminist household for
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
feminist. You can
Share
tell
it.
it's feminist because we share a last name. It's a dead giveaway for feminism.
Equality.
It's hyphened. It's hyphened.
It's
So-
good to hyphenate for the
Yeah,
ladies.
so light to heavy rain is a birth name. It kind of fell, sometimes the weather chooses you. Sometimes you choose the weather, sometimes the weather chooses you. And so me jumping into weathering is just meteorology. It just felt right. Once I was born like that, Memphis, light to heavy rain, it just fell right in my hand, right in my pocket. Are all yours real names, or what are you guys doing?
Albuquerque is not. My original name is Donald, but I went to school at the University of New Mexico, Go Lobos, and I, of course, adopted it because I just love the culture there. I love the Mexican influences. I love the Native American influences. You
I've been to
gotta
your
see-
house. I love your house.
I was gonna
Covered
say,
in Native American art.
gotta see my
Yes,
house.
you
love
really
your
do.
house.
I
Ethically
love your
sourced.
house.
Ethically sourced.
Great.
Thank
It's
you,
definitely
guys.
ethically sourced, but somehow still feels
Somehow
unethical.
still feels a little off the way you're doing it.
And unethically bought.
Listen, the people I bought it from wanted me to buy it. You know,
That's all that
great.
matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Absolutely.
Well, I could say that my birth name, Dirty Little Secret, this is a stage name, Seattle Cloud. My original name was Seattle Sunshine, and that wasn't quite as marketable for the weather. They, I
Which is
got some
insane
feedback
to
from
me
the station.
because- so for you, sunshine just wasn't rainy enough for you.
No, it wasn't rainy because I'm sorry, as a weather people, and this is another dirty little secret, we are craving drama, right?
Oh,
and
boy.
Absolutely.
and as much as I love a hot day, there's no drama in sunshine.
Cat's out of the bag and it's lapping up milk.
There we
It's
go.
lapping, lipping, and
I didn't think we
looping
get
up
to
milk.
dirty secrets so quick, but here we are. Let me tell you something. A day that's 76 doesn't sell.
It doesn't
just
sell.
doesn't
Oh, we
sell.
will get process
Oh yeah, we're gonna
coming
talk
on
cross.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning.
Coming soon, process and questions answered. I'm going to throw it over to you. Wait, you already introduced yourself.
No, it's okay. I was just going to explain, though, my name also is a stage name,
Fun.
believe it or not.
That's fun.
So I'm Yorkie Hale, but my full name is New York. New York.
Your name is
New
New
York,
York, New York.
New
New York, New York.
Parents were a Sinatra fan, I'm guessing.
They were Mom Dean Martin.
Oh, interesting.
What a dog.
Who?
Which one is the
Your
dog?
Dean Martin or your dog or your mom?
You.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All
we're a
of the
bunch of
above.
dogs here.
So I'm sorry. Just to go back to it, your mom's a Dean Martin fan, so she changed her last name to New York and named your first name New York. I'm confused how last name New York got into the picture.
My real name is Paul Doodle. And
Sorry, so what is New York, New York?
so let me
you
explain.
lied to us, my friend.
Hey guys, you're at a Friday. Let's take it back to a Monday, and I'll explain.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a Monday.
Cowboys.
Work day is back.
How fun! Are you drinking scotch?
Let's just say I drank it already.
So let me tell you the Monday of it, and then we'll get to the Tuesday, Thursday,
Great.
Friday.
Skip Wednesday, as we always
Because
do.
I'll explain.
You guys know Skip Wednesday? He's over at ABC. Great guy.
Great guy. Terrible card player. Absolutely filthy at poker. That's a dirty little
yeah.
secret for you.
Cannot play Go Fish if it fucking hit him in his head.
Oh,
My name is Paul Doodle. My mother and my father, the second I was born, my nickname was New York, New York around the household because I only stopped crying when New York, the song, it's covered by multiple people. It's covered by basically the whole rap
Sure.
act. So anytime, it wasn't the singer itself, it was really whoever was singing it.
I don't know if that matters.
So I'm explaining that's basically my birth name is what I like to say, but my birth by law name is
You already forgot it, didn't you?
No, it's Paul Doodle.
Uh-oh, somebody
Paul-
needs a prompter.
I need
Uh-oh.
can I tell you, I'm looking for the prompter behind you guys and I
Yeah.
can't find it. I
Oh.
think I'm just not used to being off the cuff, no umbrella here.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, my name is Paul Doodle. Then I grew up being called New York, New York, and now I'm York Hale.
well, let's talk about being weather people, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's
love
get
it.
into the nitty
Let's
gritty of
get
it
into
all.
it, of course. Let's
I
get
cannot
into it.
believe they're finally letting a bunch of weather people
I
in
know.
the same
It's
room.
dangerous. It's dangerous.
I know. If we're here, who's watching the Doppler? You know what I mean?
Who is watching
Doppler
that
5000. Uh-oh, who's captaining the ship? There's no
Yeah.
pilot. Come on now.
I mean, and people always wonder, technically our layman's term is weather person, weatherman, weather woman, but also the scientific term, what we went to school for, was meteorologist.
Meteorologist.
Meteorology. Isn't that funny? It has such a ring to it. It's
Yeah.
Dr. Meteorology, you know?
Yeah.
It feels very fancy, like I got my pinky
Exactly.
up. I promise I'm just a regular guy.
I'm just a regular
Did you
guy.
guys study meteorology in college?
Meteorology, aka Latin for knowing how to read one type of radar. You know what I mean?
I couldn't wait for
You
you
are
to get to that
bad.
punchline. It
You
was
are
too
bad.
Raise your hand if you've heard me say that joke before.
I've heard you say it for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, okay.
good. Audio listeners, all the hands are raised.
Audio, really? Yeah, let's just say all the hands were raised. Yeah, I got into meteorology when I was a little kid. I grew up in a really small town, and I became
And we grew
known-
up together.
And we grew up together. Yeah, well, you remember this. And,
Yes, I
and we
do.
can get into this. I was the little kid known far and wide by farmers as the one to talk to about whether or not the rain's coming.
It was amazing. He had
Yeah.
a sense for it,
Yeah.
unlike anything I'd ever seen before. It was farmers would line up wherever you were at school.
Yeah.
That's where I learned about it. and they'd go, "What does the kid say? What does the kid say?"
Yeah, I was just trying to live my life.
Poor kid.
I was just trying to watch HR Puffin stuff on the camera. I used to put all my favorite TV shows into a camera and watch it. Gotta just see. I wanted to see natively like how it felt if I were to watch
that's
it. You know,
huge.
I wanted
Yeah.
to watch it like I was watching it being shot. So I would put it in the.
That's
viewfinder.
amazing because that's also kind of what weathermen do. They're seeing a
Exactly.
projection of themselves on the green screen.
Oh,
so
that's good.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
went,
good.
you know, and it's hard because I think for me the instincts had to kind of fall away, and I had to focus on the science of it all.
But I do love your special segment every time that you do your guess as to what's going to happen. Your
Yes.
feeling.
I call it 3 years out. I do 3 years in advance of what the weather's going to look like.
And those
is
things
fun.
are starting to go viral.
Right. Well, so I started doing them
Yes,
3 years
exactly.
ago, and now they're showing that I was correct in
Yeah.
every single prediction.
We call you the Simpsons of the weatherman world
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you know
Yeah.
you go viral every once in a while. You get it dead on.
Yeah, the Simpsons, SUNS, just the weather.
Yes, exactly.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
study meteorology?
Well, I got into it a little off the grid. I was a storm chaser by hobby. I had a camcorder and I was running around, running after tornadoes in the middle of the country.
Ooh, the weather person's football.
Of course, it's our Super Bowl. They said, oh, a Category 5 tornado is coming into Kansas. I better chase that thing. So I get in the
on
car.
that 10-yard line.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You got to get into the end zone. And so I would chase these storms, but the problem was I was, and not to toot my own horn, too handsome.
Beep, beep.
Locals wouldn't follow evacuation orders because they were so distracted by my cheekbones and laugh lines that they couldn't focus on what they were supposed to do. They didn't go hide in their little tornado cubby holes. They were out trying to flirt with me, trying to get my damn number.
I heard
Sorry.
I heard a lot of people were lost that way. They would come. You'd be standing in front of the tornado going, "Get away, get away." They'd come up try to talk to you, not hunker down or anything, fly right up
Yeah.
into the tornado.
It's like moths to a flame. It was honestly so tragic. I mourn for them all the time.
Of course.
And that rests heavy on my conscience. But that was eventually how I spotted because my other, my fellow storm chasers basically said, "Buddy, you got to get out of here."
Well,
Yeah,
they called you the tornado siren, which not a siren that plays tornadoes, but a siren in
Oh.
the Greek mythology term where you call someone to the rocks.
Where it's dangerous, where you
Oh,
shouldn't
which
come
was an
to.
awful name because also very confusing.
Yeah,
you know,
it
It was
'cause people
very
would be like,
confusing because people say, "Follow, listen for the siren," and then they go, "Oh,"
Incredible.
like pulled, like they couldn't.
that really did give a polling situation.
certainly did.
No,
man.
I mean you guys are a bunch of lookers. I can't
mean-
imagine you with glasses on in meteorology school. Come on.
Well,
Look-
your cheekbones are so huge. I heard a rumor that at the studio you work at, you have a separate parking spot for your cheekbones.
I do, of course, and it's a little gag that started at the Christmas party, but I keep it on because I like it, and everybody likes it.
Let me guess. A cue card guy did that, huh?
A cute card guy did
They
that.
love
I
doing that.
love
And
me
I
my
felt
cue
So
card
so
guys.
sad what happened to cue card guys once teleprompters came around.
Well,
It's really sad.
Those, honestly, I felt bad for him, but also I know they finally got a good day of rest.
yeah,
Because
one time.
cue cards for news is so much writing.
It's
And
just
they
so much.
finally got to
especially
let those
breaking
paper
news.
cuts heal over because it is a tough job.
They are writing so quickly when it's
You
breaking
think
news.
we're in early at 4 a.m. to get hair and makeup? They're here at midnight writing on those boards that they got from Michael's.
We used to say your news is only as breaking as your cue card guy is fast.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Exactly,
it. That's it.
exactly.
Did you go to school for meteorology?
I did. I kind of fell into it because my last name. But I found I started out as somewhat of an actor. I studied drama primarily. But one time I got chewed out by my professor a little too hard, so I switched to meteorology. It was
Huge.
Yes, we were doing Little Shop of Horrors, and he hated my version of it.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Oh, what was your take? What went wrong?
I tried to do Seymour as a little bit more rascally and dangerous and gritty, if you will. So,
In what ways was he gritty?
well, give me a couple lines from Seymour.
Audrey, I got you this leather jacket.
Audrey, I got you this leather jackass.
Whoa, it's
Whoa.
like he's in the room with us, and
Feels-
I'm
Jeez.
freaking out.
I
Felt
popped
some
right
humidity
into it.
in that
I'm
one.
So sorry, I popped right into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
yeah.
Do you ever want to go back to acting? Does that ever?
you
ever get the bug?
There's sometimes I do check my actor's access to see if any auditions.
Good for you, bud.
Good for you.
Hey, good for you, bud.
Good for you. And
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
you go back if asked.
I go back if asked. I'm waiting for
Submitted.
or submitted. I'm waiting for a submission or a breakdown to come through at my actor's access.
Gotcha, Chief.
So if you're listening and you want to reach me, I am.
Find this guy's actor's access.
Find my
hey,
actor's
Hollywood,
access.
find this guy's actor's access.
Hey, guys, get this guy's actor's access and put
The
a
funny
leash
thing
on.
about my actor's access is that is actually what I use my stage name, which is Memphis Doan.
Memphis, like D-O-M-E or D-O-N-E, but pronounced different than done.
Those are the two choices.
Well, shoot. I'm realizing it is done.
Memphis, done. Memphis, done.
Probably why auditions aren't coming through.
Well, shoot.
Well, shoot, it's so tough
I
when you
thought
realize
people would
something.
pronounce it and pronounce it Doan. But you spelling it out like that
Well,
really
shoot.
helped me.
Well, shoot.
Well,
Well,
shoot.
shoot.
Well, shoot.
Let's go what we call a missed forecast, and that it happens to the best
Oh,
of us.
Absolutely.
I am done.
Let's talk about a misforecast. Nothing worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing
man.
worse than
Worse.
predicting rain and getting a bunch of mail writing in saying it's not raining at all today.
You know, it's tough because I think as a weatherman, as a meteorologist, people actively want you to be wrong so they can have something to be mad about.
Exactly.
You know, if you did something wrong, you are literally the reason why somebody can't have a quinceañera. You're the reason why somebody can't have their baseball game. You know what
if
I mean?
you're predicting sun and it rains on somebody's wedding day, they're not saying it's ironic. They're saying I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Right.
But here's the thing,
Exactly.
guys. This hasn't been this hasn't been what's been happening in our industry for that long. It's only since the Twitters started
Yeah.
that they can find me and tell me you made me cancel my wedding. Because before, in the '90s, I would
Oh, my
report
God.
this stuff and it would go to dead ears on MySpace.
Exactly. Well,
yeah.
it's like
In
know
the
they would,
90s
and
on
it was
MySpace.
it was mail, of course.
Yeah.
They would send you
Yes.
in, and they would be pissed off about a day, but because of the speed of mail, you don't even know what day they're talking about.
No.
So it rolls off the cheek a little easier.
Yeah.
And
And you
now
can-
it's pretty immediate.
And your cheek is so steep.
and it takes a long time to roll off this thing. Let me tell
and
you.
this is what I miss about physical mail. You can burn mail. You can't burn your computer.
Oh, and you can't burn a Twitter tweet.
No, you can't. You can't burn
No,
a
you
Twitter.
can't
can't.
burn
They
a tweet.
stay on, and I've learned hard lessons about responding.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Have you guys ever responded to it?
Oh, I
and-
always use the emoji with the two hands up like this and the
shrug.
and the clouds.
Shrug.
well, it used to be Twitter
The
used to
shrug.
be more like texting, where you got to talk to everybody who talks to you. But I was recently told by the station, "Hey, buddy, you don't got to talk to everybody like that."
I hold office hours. I let people come in for 1 hour a week and tell me how they feel. I don't receive anything else. And I usually
In
you know-
person?
Yeah. So I'm in Boston, and we our studio is behind a big glass wall that you can watch us record when we're recording on Good Day Boston, right by the State House. And it's fun because they'll come over and I'll just sit there and I'll listen to them for an hour, and they can scream at me, but it's through glass.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want, and sometimes I act like I'm listening, and sometimes I act like I'm not, but I never can hear them.
We could not
Oh,
do that
that's
in New
great.
York. We could never do that in New York.
What's
Oh.
funny is actually they do that on the Today Show every single day.
No, we could never do that in upstate New York.
Okay.
Oh, not
In
in upstate.
upstate New
They don't
York,
have
we could
glass
never
that
do
strong
it.
up there.
Yeah.
I had a
What's
huge.
the Today Show? No, I'm not doing
Oh,
that.
you don't know? Okay, you're not doing
That's
that.
a classic
No,
weather
you're not
person.
doing
That's
that.
a funny
Well, we all
gag.
know Al.
Classic.
We all have run-ins with Al.
Oh,
Al's
my
kind of like the
God.
Andy Dick of the weather world.
Oh,
He is problematic.
He's the Andy
Andy
Dick
Dick.
of the weather world.
And by Andy Dick, we mean drunk and really, really problematic.
And hitting on we mean drunk and hitting on my real life friend. That's what we mean by.
And that's a personal anecdote from all of us.
We've all had that.
We
Let's all
love
have
Al, but in a way that we want Andy Dick, where you never go near him.
Oh, but I love Al, and Al created some of the 10 Commandments, I'd say, of our industry.
Some of the
Absolutely.
10.
Some of the
Some of
he
the 10.
created
I'd say
some of the
maybe
10.
2
Before
through
Al,
6.
before Al, it was only 4 or 5.
I mean, we could talk about the 10 Commandments
Should
of being
we?
a weatherman.
Yes.
of course.
Absolutely.
I
Let's
mean,
do
this
it.
isn't something that we let the public in on, but one of the commandments, this is the first one I learned, number 6, is a smile saves lives, but a frown makes it rain.
Yeah,
A huge commandment there.
that's huge. Number 1 is
A proverb, if you will.
Yeah. Sort of a rhyme more than an order.
1 through 5 are thou shalt, and then 6 through 10 are kind of proverbs.
They're sort
It's
of
Al's move. It's
sort
Al's
of
move.
musings. Yeah.
Yeah, guess which one's Al did. Did he do the thou shalt, or did he do the
Depends
other
on what he was drinking that day.
Exactly. That man is a
Touch me
problem.
again.
I'm sorry, darling. And by that I mean colleague. Listen, I would say my favorite commandment is thou shalt point to where you're talking about.
Yes.
See, yeah, that one
Thou
sounds way more
shalt.
like a commandment.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
the other ones, which is
I
be kind and rewind.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fun.
that's
too.
8.
And that came out right at that movie came out.
Yeah.
We learned a lot from weather people. We learned a lot from Be Kind Rewind.
Yeah,
It
we
was
love that
fantastic.
Michelle Gondry film.
Yes. Number 2, of course, is thou shalt never say 100% anything. We can never, ever guarantee 100% something's going to happen because bad things can happen if you do 100%.
Yeah.
There's
totally.
and there's another saying which is there's 100% chance it's gonna bite you in the ass if you say 100%.
So that's 9A. So 9 is actually
Oh, yes.
connected to 2.
We should tell you the tiers. There's 1 through 10, and then there's A, B, C, D.
This is why you go to school, folks. This
Yeah.
is
Go
what
to
you're
Exactly.
school for it.
Because
Okay?
every weatherman wants to put their own little spin on it. So the commandments is, and we got a Google Doc full of these.
Yeah, it's
do.
on a Google Doc, so it's always changing. It's like when the Weathermen founded it, they wanted to make sure it's like the Constitution, a living document.
Exactly.
So they put it on Google Docs so it could always be edited. All you have to do is request access.
Ain't that true? That is the only truly living document we have.
It's
is
truly
an
great. It's
editable
truly great.
community Google Doc.
And let me tell you, commandments 8 through 10 were added when women started becoming weather people.
Yes.
Right.
That's why
Yes.
number 3 is women can be weather people.
Yes.
Huge one.
Yeah.
It kind of broke weathermen in half when that came around. They didn't
Yeah.
know what was happening. They didn't know how to handle it.
you guys remember what happened to Florida?
Florida
Yeah.
sun? Florida sun?
No, I thought you were talking about the weather woman, Florida.
Well, both are good. Both are good.
No, yeah, it was Florida. I was
Yeah.
mixing her up with
We
her
call it
sister. We used to date.
Well, Florida. You might know her by her nickname Forda, because it's Florida. four
Florida.
times.
Yes, of course. Florida. Why did I?
That's so funny.
Florida.
Now, why in the hell did I bring this up?
You're talking about Florida.
Something about women become weathermen.
You know, I don't have the faintest idea where I was going with this.
We're talking about women in the industry because we love
Yes,
them.
Yeah,
women
yeah.
in
Well,
the
the hard
industry.
thing was when.
But she was talking.
Well, I'm talking
Yes.
now. I'm talking now.
Oh, I
getting
remember what
to
it
the point
was.
why she
I
said
remember
Florida.
what it was, and it was related to a thing you said that we kind of zipped by, which was that that weathermen were having a tough time with it. But Florida.
Florida.
Yes.
Well, now it's Florida if you say that after.
No,
No, it's 5 days.
Don't say no. Okay,
parenthesis.
boys down, boys.
parenthesis.
When she got on the scene in Memphis, she split 4 weathermen in half.
Yeah.
She
They
did.
literally fell apart in the scenes.
Can't believe we
And
didn't
wasn't
almost
that
talk about
all
that.
worth it?
Yeah, no, it was.
Thank God
She
you brought-
literally killed multiple weathermen.
Well, what's
Yeah.
my favorite thing to do after a forecast is go, and now wasn't that worth it?
Absolutely.
And
Well-
they cut it out. They always cut
I
it
know.
out, but I love to
Well,
say it.
I did want to talk about if we could jump storms for a second.
Okay.
A new front's coming in. It's a new topic. And the
Fantastic.
topic
Moving
Right,
to a
new
different
front.
county.
Yeah, moving to a different county. Let's move on over here to, I want to talk about banter with the anchors.
Oh.
That is something that
I
is a
was
little
hoping
difficult.
you'd bring this up.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd bring
I
this
might
up.
get a little off the cuff.
Well, let's talk about it because on the job, you got to learn this. They don't teach you this in college, but what you're prepared for when you get in for the first weathercast, you talk about exactly what the weather is. And then they cut back and you're way far away in the studio from the anchors. And you talk for what it feels like 500 years about absolutely nothing with the anchors.
And sometimes, the producers, they're in your ear and they say, we got to stall. Because the news, you hit these points, but at a certain point, sometimes it doesn't work out, the timing. And so we sometimes have to go on and on and on and on. And I remember talking about different scenarios in which rain could happen for years. There was once
Absolutely.
23 minutes I went on a banter run of, well, I hope you brought your umbrella to the beach if you're going to the beach. And then, Herb at the desk would go, well, I hope you brought your umbrella if you went hiking. And then he'd throw it right on back to me. I'd go, I hope you brought your umbrella if you were on a trail.
27 minutes
Keep
of
going, I wanna
umbrella
hear the
bit.
whole
That's
thing.
good, yeah.
Well, yeah. Then I throw it back to Herb, and he says, I hope you brought your umbrella if you're going shopping at Target. And then I say, well, that
one
you
doesn't
don't
make
need
sense.
for. You're inside. And then he goes, well, I bet, not the way I do it. And then we sort of went on a run on that for a few minutes. Then
Sounds
we
like
went
an
back to
argument.
umbrellas.
And you're
Less of
forgetting.
a run, more of an argument at the
You're
end.
forgetting what Leslie Wilkins, who was the female anchor at the time,
Right,
she
yes.
kept saying, "Boys."
Yeah, she would say, boys. There's interesting. John Oliver did this hilarious supercut of
gosh.
John
me
Oliver.
and
John,
Herb going
John.
back together. Their digital team is ruthless with the news footage. They
Yeah.
are always. Have you guys gotten on Last Week Tonight or
Oh,
any of
I've
those?
been on last
I've been on
week.
a lot of them. And
On an and now this.
Well,
Uh-huh.
John Oliver sends people to we hire people as PAs who end up being Last Week Tonight writers, and
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's
yeah.
really they're
Even-
rats.
Yeah,
they're
the
rats.
pranks.
No,
They're
they're
trying to get the dirty
thinking of
details.
clippable moments all day long.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, we're on autopilot sometimes.
Yeah.
We're
Totally.
just talking, and they all they see is clips.
I actually have a surprise for you guys. I got together with the producers of this podcast, and I got examples of banter from all of our broadcasts.
No way.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Oh my God! Are you gonna play them behind my screen? Oh, I don't have a green screen.
Yeah,
of course
no,
not.
we're
You're
just gonna play them
it.
on the screens over there.
But we
so-
can't
Okay.
point at it.
Oh, we can point at it if you want. You're just gonna have to point that way.
Oh,
Can you
damn.
point forward?
No. I'm to the right or the left.
You want to try pointing forward just once? Try that way. Can I?
So for
may
the
I?
listener at home,
May I push?
Yeah, please
May I?
push, please. Oh.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
this is like physical therapy.
You
Oh.
better hit the chiropractor after this.
I'm just not used to putting my body that way. Here I am facing you.
Sure,
We're facing the left.
sure.
Anyway, let's play those clips.
So what is
Sorry,
this
I'm
clip
a little
exactly?
crazy.
So this is clips
This
of
is
our
your clip.
banter, right?
This is your clip. It's the anchors talking. It's well, no. Here's what it is. It's you finishing the broadcast, and then the anchors talking a little bit before the
Of
they end
course,
the
my
news report.
legendary. Yes, I got
This
it.
was it. So here's yours. Let's play yours, buddy.
Players.
And that's the 10-day forecast. I've been Memphis, light to heavy rain. Thank you guys so much.
Wow. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to cancel my kid's birthday party this weekend.
Looks like we will not be able to do the bouncy house.
That's funny.
Well, I wouldn't count it too much. It's only 30%.
Oh,
so
okay.
Maybe let the guests know.
Maybe a little bouncing in the rain.
Oh, Memphis, you love to bounce, don't you?
I love to bounce on that cock. I mean,
Oh, what a rough one!
Whoa, that was
Rough
a rough one. That was a rough
I
one.
Rough
want to
one.
know. Before anyone talks, I want to know what bouncing on a cock is to you. What is bouncing on a cock? Is that jacking it off?
I think it's anal sex, my
Well,
friend.
I would.
How do you-
Bouncing on the cock?
My mind didn't even go there, my friend. I assumed vaginal. My bad.
Oh my god.
So we don't really need to talk about the nitty-gritty details. I was fumbling,
Bouncing on
as
the
you can
cock?
tell.
I guess so.
No, this is very out of character for me. I will say, I gotta wash my damn mouth out with soap.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to do a light banter, completely blew it. And they didn't, unfortunately, they couldn't edit it out. So
Yeah.
I got in a lot of trouble, but luckily, I think that was one of my worst ones, unless you guys had
That's
another
gotta
clip.
be the worst one. I would hope.
That's the only one we have.
Oh, you have another
Yeah.
one?
No, that's not.
Oh,
that's
you
the
want
only
to do
one.
more?
No, I don't need to do more.
I think we got York's next.
Okay, yeah, let's play it.
Oh, if it's anything based off of what I've been doing on this couch, I'm worried.
All right, so I think
Are
it's,
you
right.
wasted? What is going? Are you drinking like Dean Martin or something?
Well, if you want to know,
boy.
no one asked me if I went to meteorology school because I didn't. Because I'm the hag of the table.
The
You're
hag.
the hag at the table.
The hag.
The hack. Look it up. It's
Oh,
on
the
Tuesdays.
hack.
Okay, play my clip.
All right, and I'm gonna play it, and it starts with you talking and goes into the anchors. Go ahead. Just the end of your forecast.
Thank you for really walking me through it. And I'll see you later. I'm Yorkie Hale. Good night.
Wow, some great weather coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm excited. I might get my towel out for the beach.
It sounds like a great day for
This
towels.
mic is fucking off, right? Yeah. Is this mic off?
Nope,
Oh,
it's-
God, do I feel like a
No,
hag?
Yorkie.
Like a fucking...
Yorkie, you're still on.
Yorkie,
Camera's on
you're
you.
still on.
Yorkie.
Boy, are they both fucking really winging it today.
Well,
Get
well,
this-
you know,
I feel like a fucking
John,
hag.
John, I think I'm sure
Is my
looking
mic
forward
off?
to the sunshine.
I'm really looking forward
Jesus
to
Christ,
the
turn this mic
sunshine.
off. Turn this fucking
Yorkie,
mic
you're
off.
still
So you
on.
know,
Turn this mic-
Yorkie, you
turn-
know it's on.
Hey.
You're
So
saying
now
turn
you
this mic
know.
off.
So now you know. So
I hate that clip. I can't believe you found that one.
Yeah, that was a
Got it.
rough one.
That was the first thing that came up when I googled your name.
I say it. I'm a hag in the wind.
you keep saying it with a G instead of a CK. That's why we're confused, my friend.
Very different things, hag and hack. Just fundamentally different.
What can I say? I sleep in the snow.
What made you feel so much like a hag after that broadcast?
You ever sweat so much you feel like a hag?
I
You don't?
think so.
You ever up there with the bright lights? They got all these. They got all these
You
lights,
know-
and you're
The
sweating like
sweat
a hag.
connotates a hag.
Or you feel sometimes like you're talking so much, your mouth is so dry, you're a fucking hag.
You know, my friend, I've never thought that way. I also think hag is quite gendered, and I would say, you know, we're all 65-year-old men, give or take, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, but I felt like a hag.
now, my friend, I think you're getting a bit off mic. We might get into trouble. Don't want you getting on John Oliver again.
Oh
Come
no,
on.
you're right. I
Well,
gotta get off
you
this.
should quiet your mouth because we've got your clip
Yeah,
coming
you
up.
should
yeah.
talk
Okay,
first.
Yeah.
okay. I'm a little nervous for what this is going to
So
be.
again, just to
Heads up, it's gonna start
run
with
you
you
through
and
it.
the weather forecast.
Heads up, I'm going to talk first. Okay.
you're gonna talk first.
It's gonna be the beginning of your clip is the end of your forecast. Just a
Okay,
heads up.
great. So somebody play that clip.
Okay.
All right, play.
And we can expect San Jose to get the brunt of the storm with a 65% chance of rain. Moving on up into Sacramento, we will see that 70% chance, but should clear up by midday to 5 p.m. Back to you, Cheryl.
Wow, just in time for the Golden State Warriors game. That'll be great.
Oh, that'll be awesome. What do you?
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
Do you
baby.
guys have plans for this?
Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you tonight.
At that Warriors
Yeah,
game,
baby.
we are looking forward to a win for the Bay Area.
We're gonna be going.
Was
Yeah,
I-
we're excited for Steph Curry's gonna be back tonight.
Was I on?
What?
Was I on?
Yeah, we were talking to you.
Yeah, you're still on.
No, you're playing a prank on me. Yeah, baby.
No, we
Yeah,
are on
baby. I
air.
can't wait to see you tonight. I can't wait to see you tonight.
I can't wait to see Steph Curry
can't wait
in
to
those
see you
shorts
tonight.
tonight.
I can't wait to watch basketball.
Yeah, baby.
tonight.
Me too.
Yeah, you gonna wear that little dress?
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
And
All right.
we will.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my! The breaking news: there has been a shooting at the mall.
Well, I hope it doesn't rain. That was actually the worst part of the clip.
That's the worst part. That's the worst. That's the
why they actually clip.
We could have just played that part. We could have just played that part. We didn't have to play the other part.
No, that was the worst part of the clip. It's interesting. It's a double whammy because I really thought the first part was bad.
It's not a double whammy. It's the worst thing to say.
The beginning felt like you were doing voice to text, but you added inflection for the text, and the end is just definitely the worst thing to say about
God,
it.
everyone was saying there have been so many ungodful shootings that are so disgusting, and
awful.
no one has ever said anything more insensitive about the shooting.
My friends, I'm not proud. My friends, I'm not proud. And thank God I have these cheekbones. Otherwise, I would not have skated out of that thing alive. You know, it's funny. Speaking of insensitive, they actually played that on America's Funniest Home Videos, which I feel like is tonally incorrect.
And it's also, did you make a mistake, or were you hoping it wouldn't rain?
Well, I genuinely was hoping it wouldn't rain. I thought, what could be the worst thing that would happen to those people after that happened?
Well, I think what's hard too is you're the weather person, right?
All you can kind of talk about is
you can discuss it.
Yeah, I guess I'm not supposed to talk about hoping. I'm supposed to talk about knowing.
About facts or not?
It's not my proudest moment, gentlemen. It's not my proudest moment.
you'd be the only one that really knows if it's gonna rain.
You just inner monologuing saying you hope it doesn't rain. It's not helpful for anyone in this situation.
Well, my friends, I'm nothing if not honest, and sometimes it's gotten me into trouble.
Hey,
Let's see
listen,
what-
I
we have
love
a
that
clip
you're
of you?
honest. You're honest, and I'm a hag.
We do have a clip of me. Of course, I'm not gonna throw you guys under the bus
Oh,
without
thanks.
shoving
Without-
myself on the
Of
fourth wheel.
course.
Okay,
Okay.
so
when we
uh,
start this clip.
Just
gonna
so you
start
know, it's
with
going to
you.
start with
Okay,
you.
it is.
Okay.
All right, thank you guys so
All
much.
right, and
Really
let me
appreciate
see.
that.
Let me see your laptop over here.
All right,
and
let's
play.
And it looks like it's going to be beautiful in the Back Bay this weekend, and we're going to have a gorgeous, gorgeous day for a lot of fun in the sun. Maybe head out to the Commons, get on the Swamp Boat, and have a good time.
I am so looking forward to a gorgeous day. It's about time.
It's about
It's
time
really
after
nice.
after the rain we've had, huh?
I'm really excited. I didn't like the rain.
No, it was.
I know I'm a weatherman, and I'm supposed to like all the weather, but I don't like the rain.
You don't have to like the
I
rain.
don't like the rain.
Hot take over here.
Yeah, no, it's okay. What are you guys up to this weekend? Anything fun?
Well, I think I'm gonna go take the kids and the wife out. Maybe
yeah?
go spot boating.
Oh, that's nice. What's happening to you?
I have to go.
What was that?
What was that?
I just got a call from my doctor.
What's going on?
Turns out my farts are ripping. My farts are so acidic they're hurting my butthole. Turns out my farts are poisonous to my butthole. And
Okay,
my butthole's
well,
deteriorating.
I think the sun is going to be quite welcome
Turns out my
after the
farts
week
are
we've
killing
had.
my own butthole.
It's gonna be great.
Oh my god, my farts are killing my butthole. My farts
So-
are killing
Uh-oh,
my
Frank,
butthole.
you've been laying off the nachos lately, having too many snacks.
Don't you talk about what I eat.
Oh,
It's not about what I eat, it's what comes out. Farts are killing my butthole. Farts are killing my butthole.
This just in breaking news: one of the towers of the Twin Towers has fallen.
I hope it doesn't rain. Anyways.
Let me tell you, I love that.
Parallels.
it's such a mistake to make. It's
I've
such
done
a-
it too. I
you know,
brought it
we've
because I
all
saw
done
yours
it.
and I said I've done it too.
Sort of a gut reaction.
Yeah, and it turns out it was just it was the nachos.
Yeah.
It
It turns out your butthole wasn't being killed.
I guess farts can't kill anything.
That's an important lesson to learn. I guess farts can't.
But I
kill anything.
Yeah.
will say that clip, that is like our to play us out of the Weathermen's.
Absolutely.
To
Oh,
play
yeah.
us out, you know.
Yeah, well, I hated that the Double Rainbow guys made "Farts Are Killing My Butthole" into a song. I didn't like that.
Absolutely.
You know, that time was tough, and also they dug that footage up from so long ago. I mean,
I know.
2001. That was a
Come on.
You'd
And
think
Rosie-
it'd be,
can
you'd
we all
think it'd
agree
be
that was a
buried.
horrible
You'd
day?
think it'd be
Yeah,
buried.
and Rosie
Yeah.
O'Donnell did that like dance on top of that audio.
Yeah, she did. The "Farts Are Killing My Butthole" audio
dance.
Yeah.
Crazy
Over-
that
yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell did that dance.
What? I'm just saying.
with
Sorry
her
if a
goosebumps.
hag's on the mic.
no.
No, we're not calling you a hag.
Sorry about that.
Sir, we're not calling you a
I'm
hag.
just being
Sir.
a super big hag in
Sir,
the
we're
wind.
not calling you a hag.
Sir, New York, you're not a hag.
Guys, what is your favorite forecast to report on?
Oh.
Oh man.
Your
Well,
dream
you
forecast.
know, we talked about this a little earlier. You said tornadoes are like the Super Bowl, right? But
Right.
for weather people, every sort of weather phenomena is its own event. So tornadoes are like the Super Bowl. Hurricanes are a little bit like the People's Choice Awards.
Yeah,
They're just giving those things out. Can we
Absolutely.
talk
they're
about it?
giving them out.
Can we talk about it? They're saying every little storm pattern with a swirly thingy
Yeah.
is a hurricane.
And can I
it's
tell
not.
you, part of me thinks ever since we got really good TVs in the homes, really good image on the TVs, that they just want to do those tornadoes to show how
It's
good
the
quality
TVs
the
in the
TVs.
homes.
And let's
It's
talk
the
about it, too.
TVs in
And
the
let's be
home.
honest, the graphics team is having too much fun.
Absolutely.
They're just boys.
When it comes to other weather phenomena, floods are the streamies.
Yes, absolutely.
Which
Yeah.
we forget, and then every once in a while it's like, wait, what? Oh, a flood.
Yeah.
Well, floods are the streamies because they only ever happen after. You never
Right.
can predict a flood happening,
Right,
you know. And
right,
so when
right,
the
right.
streamies are over, you kind of go, "What the hell was all of that?"
And why did everyone
Who was
those
this
people
host?
cared about it before it began? Oh, should I be caring about that? That's always a
Absolutely.
flood. Should I be caring about that? And that's the streamies.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd call overcast clouds the Golden Globes because they are a corrupt and evil weather pattern.
Yeah, overcast is corrupt.
Don't
Insidious.
hack up your food now.
I'm sorry, I ate a bunch of sandwiches beforehand.
a bunch,
Oh, that's a weatherman's breakfast. A bunch of
like a
sandwiches.
Bunch of
banana bunch of
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
get them on a banana bunch.
You ever heard that old?
You never gotten a banana bunch from Mendocino Farms?
I love a banana bunch.
It's really creative. They do a bunch of 4-inch sandwiches on a banana bunch. It's really creative what they're doing
Kind of
nowadays.
genius,
Do you,
actually.
do you ever hear that old adage? What's in a weatherman's lunchbox? A bunch of sandwiches and a cloud.
Well, that's actually commandment number 7.
Yeah.
What's in a weatherman's lunchbox?
interesting.
A bunch of sandwiches. Big ellipses there.
It's interesting because we have proverbs and we have thou shalts, and then we have sort of observational comedy. Did you ever hear the one about?
Wow. Well, can I ask you guys a personal question? What do you think is the hardest day that you've had on doing the weather? One day I can jump in.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys remember this. I was supposed to be giving the weather, and I said it looks pretty good. Besides Toronto, so stay indoors and have a good time. I thought it said Toronto. It said tornado. And the tornado ripped through the town, and
I hate when the Doppler says pretty good except tornado.
it's the worst. I wish they clarified that on that when they kind of do this bit where it's pretty good except a tornado.
That's
I
not
always
good.
read it as Toronto.
It's a mistake.
Yeah.
Mistakes suck. I mean, once. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I want to hear what you think about how mistakes suck.
Mistakes.
Go ahead.
Do you? It
Yeah,
sounds like you
keep
don't.
going.
did
No,
you
I
mess
really
up
wanna hear
I'm sorry. I'm being a
You're
hack.
not being a hack. Let's hear it. I want to hear your mistake.
Well,
touch you.
it's okay. Thank you. You know, I hate when we mess up. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks so much. But actually, it was a little prank by my team. It was my birthday, and they replaced the what do you call it? When I read the words off of the thing.
The teleprompter.
They replaced the teleprompter with a karaoke machine.
Oh,
And
no.
I was reading the lyrics to Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" like it was a forecast.
Oh,
geez.
that's really tough.
It was. I didn't hear it.
I actually
That
brought
is
that
so
tape
tough.
too. Let's throw it.
Oh no. And today we have I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need here up the tip.
Yeah, that's the whole clip.
Yeah.
The clip.
It
It
was
was crazy.
humiliating.
It was
You
like your
realized it pretty
graphics
quick.
didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It was humiliating.
I can't believe they spelled the letters out.
Yeah. Well, that's how the karaoke machines do it. But what's your
Exactly.
mistake that
Vocal realm.
sucks? Or your day that sucks?
Well, I had a really rough day, and this was young in my career. I unfortunately accepted payola from a local sled company to say that it was going to snow.
You don't
So-
want to do
They
that.
wanted
we're
me.
getting into the real interview
And
now.
I was in bad. I was going through some really terrible stuff. I was going through a divorce at the time, and I not only that, but was just really not feeling good about myself. I had low self-esteem. So
Cloudy.
someone said, "Hey, we're a sled company. We'll give you $50,000 if you help us sell sleds this weekend." It was June in Albuquerque, and I said, "Crazy snowstorm coming. Hurry. If you live by a hill, you need a big sled."
You sure those weren't lyrics too?
Hurry! I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Okay, good. No.
Yeah. Okay. Those aren't lyrics.
Those aren't lyrics. No.
Okay, good.
That's
no.
good.
I heard.
Okay, good. No.
I heard about this.
That was
scandal.
rough.
Kinda
And
rocked.
I got tarred and feathered in the town square.
You did.
They did. Yeah. A more modern version, which was just
yeah.
hot glue and milk. They put hot glue and milk on me in the
God,
town.
is
And
milk
it's
modern?
crazy that the milk sticks to the super glue.
Crazy.
crazy.
They don't tell you that
I heard.
at the behind the super glue box.
Well, it's just something that doesn't come up a lot.
No.
But they should tell you.
We're asking them a lot to put on the box. There's
Tell
already
me milk
so
sticks
much.
to the glue.
So is that going on the milk box or the glue box?
Both. Both.
Well, I can tell you about a mistake I made.
Let's hear
I
it.
was, this was back in the 90s, and I was getting my start in San Jose. I was doing the weather, and everything was going pretty well. I had a pretty established reputation then. And my brother was going through a hard time, and he lost his job. He ended a relationship. He was in a tough spot, and so I thought, you know what? What if I throw him a bone? What if I do the forecast with him? And so I brought my brother to work, and the station wasn't happy with me.
Not
They
the same
said,
as grabbing a beer with your brother who's down. You know
No,
what I mean?
well-
It's
Yeah,
like
to
bringing him
forecast
to work.
And to be honest, I don't drink too much, so I don't really know how to relate to him in another way. And so it's difficult. And so I grabbed him. I said, "Come on down to the station." "No, Ronnie, come down to the station." And so he got on TV, and he absolutely did not know what to do. He threw up, and it was they had to cut to
He
commercial.
brought that gun out, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he threw up, and then the worst part was that he brought the gun out.
You burying the lead every time.
I mean,
I'm
he
full of
threw up.
surprises.
And the worst, yeah. Oof.
And so I had to buy the station manager quite a few drinks to make up for it. And
At least you did
That
that.
is, I don't want to get political here, but that's one of my biggest things about changing the gun laws. We need to, I don't care about background checks. I need to know, are you going to get weird with this gun after you throw up?
That's
exactly.
really all you
Are
need
you
to
gonna
know.
pull it out as sort of an instinctual response
Yeah.
of like,
Because
oh
it-
shit, I threw up.
That's it.
Everybody
Felt.
down.
I remember this clip. It did feel like he pulled it out of embarrassment. He pulled it out of
People
embarrassment.
throw up. You know what I mean? And we have to be careful who has access to a gun after barf.
I threw up.
Move!
It's fight or flight kicks in after you
And
throw
I knew,
up.
and I knew
Scary.
it wasn't loaded. He wasn't that
No,
kind of
no.
guy. It's just sort of a thing he carries around and feels safe.
Of course. But you know what? You were talking about the newscasters, right? And we are the weather people. And I think, listen, it's towards the end of the interview, and I think we should get real for a minute. We're talking about gun laws
Of
and
course.
restrictions.
Everything
And
I've said is basically what I say in press releases.
100%.
Let's get real now.
You can find
Let's get
all
real
what
now.
we said on the internet, right? But let's get real, because I want to say those newscasters, the contracts are different.
yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's talk
And you
about
don't know that. The contracts are different. Okay?
This just in, the contracts are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, we can do their job.
We could do their job.
This
and I'm
just
sorry.
in. Pay the weathermen the same.
Okay.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that because we get paid way more.
Oh, right.
We-
Forgot
Contracts
about
are
that.
different in that we get paid more.
we get paid so much more, but we have a much bigger morality clause.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because-
our morality clause is huge.
We get paid more, but we get to do less.
The contracts are different.
Yeah,
We
the contracts are
basically we
different.
have to have the sexuality of apple juice. Essentially,
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
gotta keep it all
Drinkable.
in drinkable.
But for kids.
But put it in.
What does that even mean?
So and you sign these things because you want a job, of course.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's quite limiting.
It's the sexuality that if a kid sees you on screen, they have a crush on you. You know?
Exactly. It's so you don't upset the kids.
It's
This
for
means
kids.
no gyrating at the bar or anything. No doing anything
Oh,
too
Absolutely.
guys,
freaky.
I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, what
Oh.
does it say?
This is crazy. There's a sandstorm hitting Cincinnati.
No way.
No way.
Who
Yeah.
told you that on the phone?
I don't know. My phone doesn't save any numbers.
How do you work with that thing?
That's the
So-
phone you're using?
I don't update my phone. My wife always wants me to. I like Snake. I like playing Snake.
There's a
A
sandstorm,
sandstorm
in
in
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Sandstorm Cincinnati. So how
That
would you
never
guys?
happens.
I know. So we
So
gotta get
should we
to
should
cover
report it?
Oh,
I
this
mean,
is-
should
let's
we?
report
We didn't
it.
even start about global warming, how much it's fucked with our jobs.
We
But
should
let's-
talk about
Let's
that.
talk about. Let's get into the.
I hate it, but I love it because it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, we
I
can
know,
sum it
okay,
up. We
Listen,
can sum
I
it up.
hate it, but also
Hate
it
it, I
keeps
love
me
it.
awake at
Yeah.
work.
Hate it, love it, keeps me in a job.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't give
Bummer,
guns to people
but-
who barf.
Yeah.
That about sums it up.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's report this.
Okay, let's do
Let's
it.
report
play
this.
it.
This is so funny. I've never done this in a team
Yeah.
before.
Okay,
That's
let's
awesome.
do it. Team
We'll
before.
just
Let's
bounce
see if we can
around.
do it.
Four
Let's
mics,
just bounce around.
one
This will be good.
report.
Well, we got some sand coming to Cincinnati this weekend. I'm going to throw it over to my buddy York.
Yeah, it looks like it is coming in. It is coming in to the. Is my fucking mic on? Is my mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
I'm passing it on to my buddy over there. Memphis, is my mic on?
Well, yeah, your mic is on. We have a sandstorm in Cincinnati. There is sand coming from the south, the east, and the west. So, if you're in Cincinnati, I'm going to throw it over to my friend Sarah for
Seattle.
I'm going to throw it over to my friend Seattle to do what you need to do in this sandstorm.
Well, thanks, Memphis. And it's Seattle Cloud checking in for the weather. That sand is blowing all the way from Palm Springs into Cincinnati, and we are getting duck and cover, folks. And do not run to me. I know I'm on your TV screen. I know I pull you in like a magnet. Don't do that. You're going to want to run inside.
Did I go yet? I don't know. I'm drunk.
So, yeah,
Did I report it?
this was just a trial run, and I can't believe that happened again to you, my friend.
Does it
this
happen
is some
every
bad
broadcast for you?
I didn't want to say it. I thought you were being low on yourself. You are such a hack.
This has been Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist. Answer the question. Now that's why they call it showbiz. Good night.
luck.
Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists is an improvised Hollywood roundtable podcast created, performed, and produced by Kylie Brakeman, Jeremy Colhane, Angela Giartana, and Patrick McDonald. Music is by Gabriel Ponton. The opinions expressed in this podcast do not reflect the opinions of anyone who works on it, not even the performers, because this is an improvised podcast and we're stupid. Full video versions of AOA are available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe, and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, Hollywood.